our runners are both going to be getting skipped today because it's only 4 and 4 Esper and Dragon for skip.
And we are off with Cyan's Lore, Shadow's Morph, and Realm's Double Fight.
Shout out to that 1 speed on Cyan.
He's not gonna do anything.
Rolled 55 vigor and will never take a turn.
And we are seeing a little bit of divergence. Zenobian checking the Lone Wolf chest room, and Judge Joe heading over to Cal's father's house, finding Palador, so not a bad find.
It looks like Joe is going to prioritize the quick free checks. Oh, right. Now I remember to check all the places where there's a clock, because clocks have elixirs in vanilla.
And the elixirs are always very good to come by. And some Atlas armlets and earrings for Zenobian. And we are getting all the chests in Sealed Cave basement, sorry.
I know there are 2 elixirs in here.
There's a lot of fun stuff. And it looks like Zenobian is also going to... No, he is...
Getting the hero's ring out of, I believe that's Duncan's house. Oh no, that's Dragon's Coliseum.
Yeah,
that's the pre-Coliseum pot.
I never knew that was a thing. We're gonna learn a lot today. And we do have a Genji shield on Zenobian's side from Setzer's free check. I can't get over that 1 speed Cyan. He's...
Oh, that's a thing of beauty. And there's also 1 stamina Shadow, I believe.
So they're going to be doing a whole lot of just sitting there. So with a very open seed like this, it'd be very interesting to see what paths they'll do, what checks they'll take. Because they can, with an open world like this, they can do anything and everything. I mean, as we saw, we did get the Genji shield from Setzer's checks, and we don't have access to him in the party, so any checks that are available, I mean, they'll go for all of them.
There is your vanilla Atma weapon.
An Atma weapon isn't going to scale the way that it usually does, so it'll be interesting to see how that will be played into this.
And with vanilla chests, I can see a lot of what we're seeing here with a lot of World of Ruin chests being looted.
Especially World of Ruin chests, as we do find a Bismarck in the Sealed Cave. And we are undergoing Daryl's tomb. Oh, never mind.
Unfortunately, there's no XP egg in this seed. Chat pointing out that he gets some elemental shields on Mount Zozo.
Yeah, that is something that may or may not help teach magic, and it looks like we're doing Zone Eater instead on Zenobian's side, so we'll see what we can get over here. It looks like
I have no idea what's on here aside from the fake mustache.
Not too sure what loot lies in Zone Eater. It's been a long time since I played vanilla, so I don't know where anything is anymore. And they do find, and Judge Joe finds Cat Hood, which is going to be good for Realm.
Genji armor, a brush.
The Red Jacket's not a bad pickup for Zenobian.
On Zenobian's side, we see the real boss of this check.
Unfortunately, though, these bosses, as well as every other boss, will not be given experience, and that is a second wipe. Or knock off the bridge, rather.
And that green guy, more annoying than most actual bosses.
Well, they always say third time is the charm, so we'll see how he gets through this. Maybe not. Maybe he's going to be sitting on the left side.
I see the play here. We're taunting the green guy over to the right.
You just got to bully him over to the right. Oh, and there's the third.
Except the green guy bullies back.
Are we going to go for a fourth attempt? Yes, we are. Get as much of these free checks out of the way as we can as possible. Which is not a bad call.
There could be something really good in one of the chests in the ceiling room.
There better be something good in Zone Eater overall at this rate. Finally getting past the bridge trolls and onto the ceiling room.
Joe finding the rod shop.
Very good for Joe finding well, not every rod, but a very good amount of them.
There's a hero ring in here.
Today. So that is now 2 hero rings for Zenobian, so he'll be statted up pretty well. However, again, 1 speed, he's not going to be able to get anything to get there. And will he go for the chest on the left? Oh, now I gotta know what's in it.
You talking about on the bridge, or?
This one, right? Thunder Shield. So
okay.
That is another very good find for Zenobian, considering this is all vanilla.
Yeah, the third chest on the bridge is the fake mustache. We don't care about that.
And I just missed what he picked up in Zone Eater.
That was a red cap as a reward.
Ooh. Yeah. Not necessarily too bad. Alright, so what are their next plays here?
I got a little bit of retrace footsteps. Joe hitting Colingen. Zenobian going.
The Nikea. There is a clock here he can get in the in here, I believe.
And that should be an elixir. I think all the clocks are elixirs.
That's the one thing about vanilla Final Fantasy, is every clock is an elixir. Because you never know to check them your first time through. Even back in 1994, they were leading strong innovations.
Knuckly Kong, a red cap, well, it's every word that exists.
It looks like Judge Joe is going into World of Ruin Narsh, so should be finding something here from the locks check over here.
I don't think we're gonna see. I don't think we're gonna see Joe go to the Curse Shield. The Curse Shield is a minimum of like 80 encounters,
and that's not something to do. Not worth it. But a Crusader is though, so that is another Esper for Judge Joe.
That's fair, Knuckly.
And it looks like he's saving outside. Judge Joe is not going back in.
No, that might be a save in case this guy searched for us.
That is true. You can always try to search the skies, but the skies always find you. And it looks like we are doing Collapsing House for Judge Joe. We'll see what the reward here is here in a minute. And that is a Terra holding that building up.
All right. What do you think Terrace stats are going to look like?
High offense, no magic.
High strength, low magic? I'm down with that.
I would say decent speed, too.
Monster boxes in here, I believe those are vanilla as well, so these should just be PM stalkers.
And it looks like he won't be going for these monster in the boxes, which is a good call.
Got a Celeste check going on the other side. On Zenobian's side.
We
Yeah,
get
got
Shiva for Zenobian. So that is another Esper for him as well. We are getting some more loot in the South Figaro basement on Zenobian's side. And Terra is going to have Throw with 19 Vigor. So that is...
I think we're going to just take because Throw is still just Throw. The problem is you can't just casually buy a stack of 99 Shrikens call it a day.
Yeah, even Shurikens are going to be a bit of a problem to find in bulk. But with 15 multiplier for Gil, yeah, it'd still be a bit of a problem.
And Terra rolled decent on magic, other stats seem to have rolled down.
She does still have good magic, though, because I believe I saw that in the...
31.
I want to say that was... Oh, it was a 31? Cool, because I was about to say mid-30s. I thought it said 37.
Mid-30s, close enough. Yes. The real chat, everything in shops is between, what is it, 12 to 26,000 or something like that?
Yep.
Everything, that includes consumables.
And it looks like Judge Joe is jumping straight into Kefka's tower. So looking to find some items here, maybe get what he needs out of that.
Maybe looking
a
for
level
some
or
dice.
two. Well, I sure hope those dice aren't fixed in a way.
Who would use those kind of dice? That would be cheating.
Not even a gambler would use fixed dice. That's almost immoral. And it looks like Zenobian is suiting his characters up, so he may be taking some grind fights here. And oh my goodness, those are fixed dice. That is cheating.
I believe we are guaranteed someone can use them. I think it's 11 and then... Or I think it's balanced 11.
And a Minerva as well as fixed dice, so someone could be looking pretty good.
There's a Minerva in here?
Mm-hmm.
I usually
second lane?
Yeah, I usually have my 2 by the time I'm in KT. Or in vanilla you would, because I think from what I call Serena Gown gambles for one, you can just steal another one.
And there's a force shield for Judge Joe.
That force shield brings up something in our flag set. The evade glitch is not fixed.
So that'll be fun to see how they're going to use the evasion glitch to their advantage if they choose to do so.
All that means is M block counts for both.
Oh yeah, that's right. I somehow forgot about that. It's been so long. And we are warping out of Kafka's Tower. We got our loot we needed. I believe Judge Joe may start looking at doing some encounters, get some grind fights going.
We did see Zenobian taking a few grind fights.
And it looks like he's going to Figaro Castle to get the throne check. Which is not a bad idea.
And in just a few grind fights, Zenobian's party is already level 17.
We get Phantom on Figaro Throne. Which gives strength +2. Which is going to be pretty interesting for any one of these 4 characters we have here.
Zenobian continuing to just throw rods at enemies, taking advantage of the massive XP multiplier.
So yeah, with the experience multiplier that they do have, it would be really interesting to see if they would take their characters to, say, I don't know, level 99.
Also, just watch Science ATB bar.
It's getting there. He'll have a turn eventually. At some point, Cyan will get to do something. And as we're doing grind fights on Zenobian's side, Judge Joe is looking like he might have found something that he wants to get. Ah, water edges.
Makes sense.
Was a pair real nice with some earrings for sale, which if he sold a little bit more, he'd probably be able to afford 2 of them.
Or we just walk over, loot out the mini treasury, and sell that stuff.
And there are earrings in this lone wolf hut over here, so there'll be at least 1 free pair.
Now, did you remember that from Vanilla or from 17 minutes ago when Zenobian looted there?
17 minutes ago when Zenobian got it. I don't.
You're the same boat as me.
I don't remember where everything is. I've got the randomizers to thank for that. The only one I did remember though was Atma Weapon and Sealed Cave, and that's pretty much about it.
Because that's sort of a major weapon.
And Illumina, I believe you have to.
Coliseum, the Ragnarok.
Yep. Ah, that's hard. Do you want a Ragnarok Esper or do you want an Illumina? It's a tough choice.
The secret is you play the GBA version. Because then you can get both.
Oh. I know what I'm doing this week.
Not that.
Dang, you caught me. It looks like Zenobian is also heading over towards Sealed Cave, so he'll be getting his reward there soon. And Judge Joe is also gearing up. Looks like he's going to be taking some grind fights.
Zenobian's likely going to be grabbing that Atma weapon out of here. And this goes to what we were saying earlier about getting the grind fights done. Or getting a bunch of Espers and grinding. Or grinding the Espers. But with no boss XP, I think we're trying to avoid boss fights as much as possible.
And that is fair, yeah. Having no boss experience means you can't really rely on levels from bosses, and man, that Cyan. I'm doing some. Yep. So Judge Joe's over taking grind fights, and Zenobian will be getting his reward from the sealed cave soon, as well as an Atmo weapon to boot. And I believe he also picked up the Genji glove.
Yes, there's a Genji glove on the small island in here that you probably aren't hitting in the rando, or when chests are randomized. Because we try to go fast here, and that one takes a minute to get to.
Alright, and we are getting the reward in Sealed Cave on Zenobian's side. So this will be another Esper Bismarck.
We saw that one on Joe's side already.
Yep.
Realistically, we just need 2 more Espers, or I just need 2 more Espers, and then they can take some dragons and go to Kefka.
Yeah, because there isn't really like a strong limit on what they can do. Because like you said, once Zenobian gets his 4th Esper, him and Judge Joe, all they need to do is just take on 4 dragons and they're all set.
It's 4 and 4 for skip, 6 and 5 for the actual unlock.
Oh yeah. It's been a night for me. I apologize.
That's understandable. We've all had those. Also, we're in Dinosaur Forest. That one's feeling spicy.
This is a good way to get the experience in gold, and Ice takes on a Tyrannosaur. That is a lot of experience. And just that fight brings Judge Joe to 26, so chances are we'll see him in Dinosaur Forest for a while.
I do wonder if we're going to see either of our runners do the World of Ruin Edgar's or South Fargo Castle check.
Yeah, because Engine Room can lead to a free check and a dragon, so that'll be part of the dragon fight requirement.
And I believe Monster Box Vanilla, it also leads to Katana Soul.
And if either one of these 2 runners have Muddle... Actually, is that turned on for this? Muddling Katana Soul?
I think that's vanilla behavior.
Ooh, even better. It looks like Zenobian is doing the Lone Wolf check from Mog here, so we'll see if he also takes on the Kefka at Narsh as well as Moogle Defense, because both of those are also another good way to get experience. When a pincer attacked Tyrannosaur.
So not a character from Kaden.
Not one from Lone Wolf either.
That is correct, Chad. Yes, the Katana Soul is in the castle. Is in the ancient castle.
And Lone Wolf falls down with a Magus Rod, and our reward is going to be a stray.
It's a cat.
And it's worth dumping a Magus Rod over the edge for. And we are doing a Kefka at Narsh play. Cyan's going to stay out of the party. He's too slow to do anything. Which makes sense. Meanwhile, Judge Joe is racking up levels in Dinosaur Forest.
All
These Tyrannosaurs are proven to be very effective for level gains.
these pincer attacks are not doing anyone any favors.
More experience.
And the problem is you can't ice rod both of them.
That is true. But we are able to throw things, and that Imperial takes down the other Tyrannosaur.
And a train is attacking Tritok today.
And unfortunately, we do not have Blitz.
Sad day.
Meanwhile, Judge Joe is feeling very content with his level 45 for all his characters.
I do believe we could throw a Revivify at this and it goes away.
I did not see if that was turned on yet or not. That's something I would have to see if I can find. We are heading to World of Ruin Jador for Judge Joe, so chances are he'll do the Owser's Mansion? Maybe?
And an Esper from Kaden. That puts Zenobian one Esper away from sort of being in go.
We still do need those 5 dragons to be able to unlock Final Kafka. So
Yeah,
any of the 5 dragons are pretty much open to do.
I honestly, on Zenobian's side, would want to hit up World of Ruin Narsh right here and see if you can't just get an Esper and Dragon right away.
That is a good call to do. You get 2 check, or 1 check out of it, and a dragon.
And Zenobian agrees.
Meanwhile, Judge Joe is going to Mount Zozo to do the same thing over there, get his dragon and a check.
And maybe grab a few of those elemental shields that we talked about earlier.
They would be good finds. The question is, which ones are these are elemental shield? Well, there's Ice Shield.
I feel right. There's good stuff in here.
Mount Zozo tends to be pretty loaded, even in randomizers.
Zenobian taking one grind fight because being level 30 is a little scary.
And a gold hairpin to boot.
34 is much better. We'll pass our math test.
Why stop at 34? We need more level. Oh. And that is a reset on Zenobian's side. Did not like that pincer attack.
I didn't see what was the encounter.
I didn't get to see, unfortunately. Alright, and we are taking on our first Dragon of the Seed. And here is Storm Dragon.
Or vanilla. Vanilla boxes, vanilla dragon.
A few good spells here, and should be able to take it down no problem.
Oh, this is... Dragons do have vanilla stats. So this dragon's a little bit tankier than we're probably used to. As will be the case for all of them.
Even with Thunder spells, it will be a while. I'm sorry, Thunder Rods. Quad 9s from fixed dice, though. That is massively helpful. And a Mithril Knife to the face takes down this Storm Dragon. And we have 1 dragon down, 4 more to go. And we'll be collecting our reward from it pretty soon.
Have another shield.
It's a very defensive seed, it is. Aegis shield, elemental shields, Genji shields.
Force shield. Normally not something we think about with defense. Yeah, normally not something we think about defensively, but with evade glitch on, it's real good.
And we do get an item reward here for Just Joe, and Zenobian is heading over to South Figaro engine room, so we will be seeing that one here pretty soon. But won't be a character, as we see a soldier sprite.
I expect this is just much for the dragon and the offering that's down there.
Offering would be a very big play to do. And we get another Genji glove for Judge Joe from Doma. Or, not Doma, Mount Zozo. My brain works sometime, not all time though.
You know what? You're not at work right now. Brain doesn't need to be fully on.
I mean, the doctor told me not to keep watching the food in the microwave, but he's not my dad.
If they didn't want us to watch it, it wouldn't just go spin round and round so deliciously.
Microwave like NASCAR, it do circles.
But you're watching, it's making left turns.
Alright, and Zenobian is taking on Engine Room. So let's find... Ultros. Ultros 1.
Ah, the engine room tentacles have been replaced by an octopus.
I mean, those tentacles could be his. We don't know that. What's he doing fiddling around with the engine room? Silly octopus. Engines are for people. And he gets a Maduin out of that, which is it's a decent Esper. Good chance for it to learn some good skills.
And it's, more importantly, it's number 6. So Zenobian just needs to find 5 dragons and can go to Kefka.
He is going to check engine room before he goes down to the Ancient Castle. Hopefully he goes down to Ancient Castle after this.
I can't imagine doing the engine room check without intending to go down there.
And he is picking up his Phantom. And we'll be going back down.
It's a bit of a long change, but the offering's worth it.
I see the offering would be very good with the Valiant Knife because the Atma weapon is considered to be weaker in this Chaos Seed. So I can't really see much use for Atma weapon being used. Unless we find somebody with good strength on it, but... And meanwhile, Judge Joe is in World of Ruin Narsh taking on his second dragon fight of the red variety.
Again, this fight's gonna take a bit longer than we're used to in Worlds Collide, because dragons have their vanilla stats.
Oh, you mean Red Dragon's not gonna go down in 3 hits? Grab some popcorn, folks.
We really find one of the Kefka Tower Dragons, and we're going straight to the Katana Soul Monster in a box.
So he will be picking up his offering and his, I believe, Gil here out of this.
Yeah, a little bit of Gil.
Good call using
Okay.
a summon to give him Muddle.
Today I learned the straight summon inflicts muddle.
It was a very good heads-up play from Zenobian summoning Stray on that one.
Great play. I did not realize. I didn't know Stray did that.
I knew Stray did something supportive, I just couldn't remember what it was.
Well, if Stray is anything like my two cats, causing confusion, it seems about right.
And we are finding a Chatternook here over the Tri-Touch spot. And I believe Judge Joe has some fire spells on him.
I don't know if we have a longer demon phase on Chatternook.
That I didn't pay attention to. Rather, I didn't see it. And Zenobian's taking on a Skull Dragon on his end, so another good chunky dragon to do.
The bright side of this, Chatternook, is that boss HP scaling is a bit low. Like CED times 1.5 for HP.
And he did have a fire scheme to use, so not sure about longer demon phase, but looks like that wasn't an issue for Judge Joe as he finds another Magicite, so that'll be his 6th one. And that Dorado had stamina, that'd be good for Cyan to have.
Zenobia, unfortunately, running the Skull Dragon, which I think is one of the 2 KT dragons.
Oh, that is a disaster indeed.
So this thing's going to have a little bit of HP.
And looks like Judge Joe is tackling in Phoenix Cave. Also, there'll be another dragon here and a free check.
I'm trying to remember if there's any good loot in here, and I think it's all empty, isn't it?
No. I don't think it is. No. There should be some stuff here to get. As to what, I don't remember.
I thought like all the easily accessible chests were empty because Locke looted them.
And we do find Gao in the ancient castle. So we'll get to see what skills he has. Magitech and health with
12 magic?
Yeah.
And I saw a single digit speed, 12 magic, 24 vigor.
So that is
one of the Gaos of all time.
good chance he could be a bench warmer Gao.
Yeah, 6 speed, 7 stamina, what I saw, and 24 vigors being the highest stat.
"12 vigor, 6 speed, 7 stamina, 24 magic power." That is a very low roll for Gao.
Agreed completely, real chattiest. Cyan and Gao can almost break double digit speed if you combine them.
Too bad they still won't be able to do anything.
And the two of them get together, do the Dragon Ball Fusion dance, and they're still super slow.
Alright, and Judge Joe is about to take on his 3rd dragon of the dirt variety.
We got any water scenes for this one?
Think he picked some up? At least I thought he did. Unless he used them earlier?
Zenobia and out of the castle. I expect we're going to see a play towards Narsh and Opera House Dragons.
And that is a downed dirt dragon for Judge Joe. Now at 4 out of 5, he just needs to find one more dragon.
Oh,
And
hey, you don't have
offering
to.
to boot.
Oh, hey, you don't have to go down to console to get the offering. It's right there. Just go into a volcano and beat up a dragon.
Now, something I wonder, since we did find a dragon horn, if he were to give that to Realm, since it does change your fight command to jump, does it change the one fight command, or would it change both of them?
Good question.
I'll probably have to run the scene myself to see if that happens. And we do get a unicorn for Judge Joe.
Looks like
So that
Zenobian is riding this gal up.
Hopefully Gal will be able to do something more. I mean, he does have health, so maybe that'll help a little bit.
Access to health, access to access to health.
And Judge Joe is on his way to take on the Opera Dragon, which after this one he'll need one more, so chances are he'll find either the Kefka's Tower dragons or maybe the one in Fanatic's Tower. Ooh, and it is a white dragon too, so that is going to be a very rough fight.
All right, yeah, I was thinking it has to be. You have to do one in KT, Fanatics, or Sunken Castle to get number 5.
And Judge Joe has not gone down to Ancient Castle yet.
Of those, which would you choose?
I would probably do... I'd probably have to take on one of the Kefka Tower's dragons.
Reasonable. Probably the center tower one.
Yeah, Center Tower for sure.
Because the left tower one is behind Inferno. Or right tower, sorry. Right tower's behind Inferno. Directions are hard.
And it looks like that's what Judge Joe's on his way to go do. So he will be taking...
It looks like it's set up for center tower because center tower doesn't have a boss in the way of the dragon.
So he'll now be returning to Kefka's Tower. More than likely to finish it off this time. Maybe. Although without 2 other characters, he has to divide his party up almost pretty unevenly. So
Zenobian decided the answer to this seed with this amazing stat line we got is more levels. Which, if you're going to be swinging the Atma, it's a good plan. Atma scales with level cubed.
And he is at level 53 for 3 of his party members. Still working on getting that Gao up just a little bit more. And we find an ice dragon over in lane 2 at Kefka's Tower. So this is going to be shouldn't be too bad.
Joe's showing off some high skill in dodging. You best be frozen twice.
Very rare that we can pull that off. And down goes Ice Dragon with 2 9-grands from fixed dice.
I didn't know 2 dodges on you best be frozen was legal.
It almost sounds fixed.
Dice are fixing more than we're fixing more than dice. We're fixing encounter. We're fixing freeze.
Nah, that's just too fixed. Too much fixing on that one. And it looks like Judge Joe is double dipping again. Sorry, triple dipping even.
Now we are going to the statues now. I think I saw statues get hit.
Yep. Yeah. So he will be heading on his way to do... Because he does have Kefka unlock.
6 and 5 is Kefka unlock. 4 and 4 is skip. So you have Kefka unlock, you have skip. We're pretending the 10 character objective doesn't exist for obvious reasons.
Because that's a lot. Those characters could be anywhere.
Oh, really? It's open world anywhere.
They could be anywhere, everywhere, nowhere, somewhere. And down goes Goddess. On Judge Joe's side, 1 statue down, 2 to go.
This is going to be nice for our runners that boss HP is scaled to your characters for dragons, and it's a low scaling.
So they should be able to get through these no problem.
And the problem is that dragons are their vanilla stats.
And also another thing that permadeath is on, so if any character goes down, they're done.
And that's what caused at least one of the resets we saw when Zenobia was grinding, is that Gao immediately got punched. I don't believe we've seen any form of calmness protection for the upcoming Kefka fight.
We don't have Golem or Fenrir. We don't have any of the Illuminas. I think he's
Phantom, Vanish.
We do have Phantom. But that also
Phantom,
has
then
to
we're
be
good.
very careful with Phantom, because if you do make your party invisible, they are still able to take magic damage. And when he gets in that Meteo phase...
You just gotta count your damage so you don't get meteoed.
Zenobian is taking on his red dragon, and Judge Joe just sneezed on the Welk.
And we see the effect of those levels on the Atma weapon. We're up to 4,000 to swing with it, even without stronger Atma.
The Atma weapon is putting in work with that offering, so that is very high damage.
So Zenobian just going to lean on that offering Atma to get through these next few dragon fights.
And we have Vargas and the Pooh Bears versus Shadow and an Interceptor, who runs in for a couple thousand damage.
My money's on the goodest of boys.
I mean, the real winner here is Interceptor.
Isn't that what I said?
The real winner is the friends we made along the way. It looks like Interceptor won the fight by biting Vargas, so that was a Guardian spot.
Everyone say hi to Tunnel Armor, and get ready to say bye to Tunnel Armor.
We just gotta hope Judge Joe doesn't sneeze too hard. Zenobia is also taking on his White Dragon fight as well.
So, which ones does Zenobia have left? Mount Zozo, Phoenix Cave, and Kefka's Tower.
As well as Fanatic's Tower, but who really wants to go to Fanatic's Tower?
White Dragon spot isn't real, it can't hurt me.
There's no such thing as a Fanatic's Tower, you're just crazy. The developers took out Fanatic's Tower, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
In all seriousness, with these stat lines and the complete lack of magic, I wouldn't want to go into Fanatic's Tower.
Going to Fanatic's Tower would pretty much be a death sentence at this point for any one of our runners, but it doesn't look like that's going to have to be the case here. And that is the last statue down for Judge Joe, so he will be taking on his final Kefka here in just a few seconds.
And Zenobia and restocking on rods, remembering where we found them.
Picked up 25 ice rods. You might want to pick up a couple more. Just to be on the safe side.
That requires effort in selling things.
Yeah, but selling things is fun. Sell ice rods, buy ice rods.
You make a good point, I think.
I am very fruitful with my money.
Who are you to be so wise in the ways of this ice rod-based economy?
If you think about it this way, you're not really losing any ice rods. Or money. And there's a Sabin at Fanatic's Tower, so now I know what all those ice rod purchases were for.
Excuse me, what tower? Did we just conclude this place doesn't exist?
Well, I guess whoever made the randomizer decided to add it back in. Sorry. It's an uninevitable fate we can't avoid. And Judge Joe is taking on Tier 1, getting a nice flare proc off of head. Going for Doom Strats on Long Arm. And this is a fight that we're going to have to take very carefully, because again, permadeath is on, so if any of these members go down, they're down and completely out.
We do have 2 Phoenix downs, so we could raise someone twice.
And that's all we get? Wait, oh yeah, there are Phoenix downs.
Yeah, permadeath just means we can't buy anymore or learn life spell. And tents and healing pots won't raise fallen characters.
Oh, I forgot, we also have vanilla chests, so chances are they picked up a couple Phoenix downs from those. These ice rods on Gold Dragon seems to be doing a good amount of damage, so Gold Dragon will be down soon, and that will be Dragon number 4 for Zenobian.
Unfortunately, it is Gold Dragon. Gold Dragon's a bit of a tank.
Beefy tank that can hit a little too hard.
It is one of the 2 KT dragons.
And that is Gold Dragon down for Zenobian. So that is now Dragon number 4 on his end.
And we'll see if Zenobian also decides to take Center Tower Dragon.
And that is Tier 1 down for Judge Joe. So now we're moving on to Tier 2, which is going to be very exciting to watch.
We're gonna try to doom tools because get them out of the fight. I'll say to eliminate Tiger because Northern Cross. Oh, we're letting Terra throw skeins too, just to push some AoE damage.
That's not really a bad call, as well as having all those skeins. It looks like
Yep, Zenobian's got the same idea. Go take the Thunder Tower Dragon.
he will be getting his Kefka unlock here soon as well.
We're seeing some of the good spells. We got Flare Star.
Good block on the Doom Tusk.
Tool says you block Doom Dusk. I can block Doom. I wonder if we have ribbon socks. I've seen some. I've seen like Confuse Miss.
We did pick up a couple ribbons, but I don't remember if I've seen them equipped on any of Judge Joe's characters.
Zenobia not dodging any of the freezes, or not dodging one of the freezes. Fortunately, Shadow did not get frozen.
He does have a free character he can use, and I believe his Shadow... I was going to say, I believe his Shadow has fire, but that Atma weapon is going to take quick work of that Ice Dragon.
Yeah, we got a better plan than thawing Realm out. We just end the fight. Joe is continuing to play dice with tier 2.
Always gamble, even on tier 2.
Yeah, it's easy to gamble when the game is fixed.
Wait, I thought we weren't fixing anything. Oh my goodness.
I'm better at breaking things.
I can break things. And it looks like Zenobian's screen is frozen.
We've currently frozen on Realm Praising the Sun.
A little bit of technical difficulties. We are still clawing our way through tier 2 for Judge Joe. Ah, there we go. Welk fight. This shouldn't be too bad.
Nope. And Terra's had enough of magic, just chucks Pearl Rod at it. And we're through phase 2.
Now we're on tier 3, which is going to be very interesting to watch. We'll see how many that calmness protection, or we'll see how much damage that calmness does, if it gets thrown out at all. Because there is a good chance that it doesn't get thrown.
I believe we have a force shield on someone, so they've got a decent chance to block.
And Terra blocks that W wind. The only one affected is Cyan from that one.
Probably the least critical party member getting hit, so not the worst outcome. That second dice throw should be enough to take a lady out.
Yep, and down goes Lady. So all we have is sleep or rest.
I also got about 20,000 damage on rest so far. Gotta be a little careful here with your damage.
One bad Meteo and Cyan is taking a nap.
And we're at about 28,000, so it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Yeah, you're just gonna push the button here on fixed dice and hope you don't low roll. 9,000. 13, yep, that's gonna do it.
Yeah, and that cuts it down. And down goes Realm. Ooh. And Realm was the Atma weapon Ragnarok user too, so that's...
A little bit of damage loss, but we still have our offering fixed dice.
Realm is down, but the party is not out.
Novian just has to run up the middle, and we'll soon be getting into Kefka as well. Novian's got the Atma Shadow in the center. This is going to be very big, very quick work of these two bosses.
Yeah, Vargas is not going to stand a chance, neither will Tunnel Armor.
Tunnel Armor is going to be hold A and boss goes away.
There is a fallen one from Kefka, so Judge Joe is going to hold back on attacking for a while to not trigger any counterattacks.
I don't think we've pushed the 30,000 yet for the counter to turn on, have we?
Not that I've noticed. Ooh, and a good block from Interceptor too.
Oh, we are in Goner phase, so hope some good rolls from these dice. 500 ain't it. 5,400 is a little better.
And those dice are fixed in Kefka's favor.
And we did get them out of Kefka's tower. We do get another swing before Goner's gonna come out. The good news with how fast Goner's likely coming out next. So Terra and Cyan are down.
And there it is.
Shadow should get one, maybe two more swings before Kefka takes an action. Honestly, the play here, hold A and hope for the best.
Hold A and pray.
Kefka gets another action. You are down.
Yeah. Dice exist sometimes.
And we're joined by Judge Joe at GG's.
And GG Judge Joe at 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 50 some odd seconds.
That was fun. I feel like I might have played safe.
So what do you think of Cyan's speed?
What speed?
Exactly.
He had an assassin dagger. That like quintupled his speed. I think. But
So- So with these settings
where are
and
the Dragoon boots?
I don't know.
There's multiple in shops in vanilla, so there's multiple somewhere, right?
They were there. They were just in the shops that you didn't look at.
Well, yeah. Oh, there's a Gao?
Yeah, that Gao,
He was sitting in the ancient castle basement.
yeah.
I can see that.
Nobody went to Ancient Castle to get the Katana Soul.
That's... So it was vanilla chess completely.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
No, I really, really wanted to go with jumper strats. Got my levels, I'll go keep hunting for my boots and then get my horn. I'll keep hunting for my boots. Fine, let's just get my horn. Oh, offering. But Terra, amazing. If I recall, I think Terra got the random unique command.
Terra had throw, so maybe.
I don't remember seeing throw in the list of commands that was guaranteed this seed. So,
Not that I was able to pay attention to.
yeah. But slow start, fast finish was this seed.
Yeah, and you both got your levels up there pretty high. I mean, you were up in the low 60s. I believe Zenobian was also in the low 60s. Going into
45.
Oh yeah, you stopped at 45.
Yep. I had decent enough stuff. 45's good.
Yeah, was it the fixed dice that really told you could stop there?
I mean, I think part of it, I chucked like a Mithro knife and saw 8k out of it and went, huh. Oh. Strength plus 2 Esper plus Thrower plus 40 levels.
That'll do it too.
Equals literally anything darts for a lot.
Yeah?
With dragons, decent chance of getting something good to nerfed Atma weapon is nerfed Atma weapon for sure, I found.
Yeah, the Atma weapon seemed pretty nerfed, especially on Zenobian's side. I believe Shadow is at like 62, and he's doing about 3 grand of damage to each tier 2 component.
Yeah.
I think that Shadow's also a bit injured.
It's only like 1,000 health. He's fine.
So, the speed stats on these characters did tempt me. It really did tempt me into going to the opera, but I don't know. I chose to stick with what we had.
Go to the opera and just let bosses have all the levels?
No, if I do the opera cutscene,
the cutscene.
Get 18 speed to everyone. That's so much speed for Cyan.
Yeah, that would have, like, multiplied by some number I don't know the term for.
That would have put him in the double digits.
But hey, we can all say Cyan had better magic than Realm.
Was pretty much the only time we'll be able to say that, yeah.
And he had 55 strength, but with his speed.
Yeah, Cyan rolled half decent on speed. I think he would just end up being the carry.
But yeah. I decided Realm speed meant I'm just gonna let her swing stick. Also, Cyan couldn't equip the Ragnarok.
One of the 3 random ones get excluded from it.
Or no, he couldn't equip the Atma weapon. That's what it was. So, I had my Shadow, who was as my fastest character, was going to be my jumper with dice, and then I had Terra with throw, and so I picked Realm as my physical, and I really wish Doom had better accuracy.
Yeah, how many did you miss? Was it 3 or 4?
Well, I missed 1 on the first, and 3 or 4 on the second. I gave up.
Especially because your dice just kept flying at tools anyway.
I should have just cast Mute at the back instead and called it, but because with his speed, I'm like, as long as he hits the Doom, he'll cast Mute next turn. And my dice will be not wasting damage on a doomable target. But overall, slightly disappointed I didn't make it sub-hour, but what can you do?
I mean, the
If
seed was
seed
still
doesn't-
pretty fast.
If the seed doesn't cooperate, you waste time shopping, you'll lose time here or there, and just adds up.
Ooh, bad luck on the columnist on Zenobia's side.
Oh,
The Atma offering shadow got hit.
I felt that one in my soul, man.
What was Zenobian Shadow wearing?
Atma offering, I'm not sure what else.
As if it was the Force gear, that's real rough.
I think it was, but I could be wrong on that. We'll have to ask when he gets in here for an interview, because he is on tier 4 with Cyan Realm and Gao. So this is going to be very interesting to see how he takes this.
Yeah.
So these kind of chaos seeds in general, Joe, what's your thought going into them?
A lot more planning. Whenever I get a chaos seed or a true chaos seed, I just have to look at every single flag, because if it's vanilla loot, significant amounts of planning start occurring. Vanilla shops, check to see if breakable rods are for sale, because Thamasa's your friend in that case. Figure out what the scaling is so you're not caught unawares. There's so much stuff that you can plan out in comparison to a normal Ultros League where it's like, well, I'll get 3 random characters and then I can start figuring out what I can do, but with this, there's just a lot more you can figure out. Other than that, levels in general I've found in Chaos tend to be a little more plentiful, but also kind of needed.
And that is Kefka down for Zenobian with a time of 1:13.19.
GG's.
And here he is for an interview. So, Zenobian, how did you feel about this seed?
Hello, can you hear me? All right,
Yeah, we can
There
hear you.
are.
perfect. That was pretty fun. Except for going there this time is because I wanted to get that very strong endgame armor right off.
I think you're cutting out a little
The
bit.
bat. That made plans. This. My first plan, which was this one that I did, was get for rods and then level up outside Narsh. My other plan was just go Fizz early because the experience going to bounce Narsh, and go from there. The problem with that come from like dragons or events like the Ragnarok sword and stuff like that. Also, I made a huge misplay. I forgot about the 2-dragon experience egg and did all my leveling before the second dragon. That
We forgot about
10
that
minutes
one too.
difference that we had here. So I don't know how Judge got 10 minutes ahead. Stressful as that was. How
combination of different things. My levels ended up, I hear, a lot lower. Stopped at 45.
What's the route difference between us?
Well, you got the gal from, and I got a Terra from Collapsing House with Throw, was a big one. And then I think I did Phoenix Cave, which gave me an offering anyways from the dragon instead of the ancient castle. But combined with just a bit less leveling time, likely was the major thing. What'd you level on? Was it the dinosaurs or something safer earlier?
I can answer this. Zenobian leveled outside Narsh the entire time. We saw you went to Dinosaur Forest and tried to play with the Tyrannosaurs.
Yeah, for every Tyrannosaur was giving 35k XP, so and died instantly to an ice rod. So big levels, big fast.
As far as routing goes, I mean, you two did some of the things, some checks similarly, but there was, with everything else, there was like, you know, a good amount of a divergence. I mean, obviously you guys did like a good amount of the free checks. Yeah, like you guys did Collingen Inn, Gal's father's house with Shadow.
Both of you did sealed gate, but that was more for the Atma, just much for the Atma as was for the check itself. It did look like both of you were prioritizing, you know, free check or the fast free checks early on.
If I don't have to do Lone Wolf, I'm not going to do Lone Wolf and just walk all the way down. That one's significantly slower despite being free. Once you get your levels, some of the quick fights are honestly faster than certain checks.
So if there was anything you feel like you could have done a bit differently this seed, what would it be and why?
Sorry, my internet is getting. Apologize. I haven't heard like anything that's been said since I joined, so I'm just gonna get out of here. You can even hear me. Thank you for covering this and casting and everything. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night.
Have yourself a good night, Zenobian.
Have a good night, and thank you for the race. Very well done.
I guess the one thing I'd have wanted to have done differently, probably accepted the lack of Dragoon boots earlier. I could have stopped shopping. I probably wasted an extra 3 to 5 minutes in unnecessary shopping with this seed and with the tools I had, just because I had a plan in mind and was trying to execute it, and, well, the seed did not cooperate with the plan in mind. So, less shopping's the main thing I'd have wanted to change.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, because those Dragoon boots were, I mean, like I said, they were in the shop that you didn't check. I don't think I've seen it on Zenobian's side either. So chances are it would have been lying around there somewhere.
Yeah. Thank you for doing commentary and putting on the restream. It's a lot of fun, and I thank you everyone who was involved in the Chaos first one of. This was my first time doing them, and it's a lot of fun playing a little differently than just kind of the standard Ultras League flags. I would definitely recommend, if you're interested, checking out them Chaos flag sets that you can get.
I've seen you play a few of these. They definitely can be interesting.
just because they can have forced random encounters that can go and cast 3 spells at once, including Ultima AoE for like 8k damage, it's fine. That's gonna be it for me in this. Thank you guys for commentary again. It's gonna be a fun watch, I'm sure.
It was a fantastic race. GG's on your finish.
Yeah, very, very fun race to watch. Very interesting seed. I think the seed was just. I think it played really well to both of you guys.
The first Chaos Async this month was a vanilla loot one, and I think that one also ended up being real strong for me and Zenobian. So there's a lot of stuff you can do with them.
Okay, so thank you for letting us be restreamed. Without you, we wouldn't have a show.
Always a pleasure. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
All right, have a good one. All right, and that is it for our race and from our runners tonight. Any final words for anyone here in the booth before we head out for the night?
I'd like to thank everyone who came out to watch. Watch these 2 fantastic runners put on a show. What events do we have coming up next in Worlds Collide?
That is a good question.
I can take that one, fellas. This Saturday we will be hosting another race over on RPG Limit Break at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central. That is Saturday, July 28th. Excuse me, 29th, excuse me. Not the 28th, because the 20th is Friday. So this Saturday, July 29th at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central, over on twitch.tv/RPG Limit Break. This will be our second Worlds Collide showcase on RPG Limit Break, and we're not sure what we're going to do yet, but we're in the workings of trying to get something special planned out for everybody.
And as far for the near future, I myself and another runner, Knuckly Kong, will be doing a race for Fan Game Marathon that will be on July 14th. It'll be scheduled for 2:45 in the morning. So for all you late night owls and early birds, that'll be a very interesting one to watch. Then I think, as far as I know, I think that's it. But there's always more in the future.
Yep. All right. Well, hope everybody has a great night.
Have a great night, everyone.
Have a good night, everyone. Everyone here in the booth, everyone watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.